Hey everyone, ever thought about how to actually talk to a computer? Well, today we're going to pull back the curtain on the world of programming. And hey, no experience? No problem at all. Stick with me, and I promise in just the next few minutes, you're going to write your very first line of code. You ready? Let's do this. So let's start with a big question, right? We use computers all day, every day. But how do we actually tell them what to do? How do we get an idea from our head into the machine so it actually does something? It's really a communication puzzle when you think about it. And the answer to that puzzle? It's something called a programming language. The best way to think about it is like a bridge. See, computers, deep down, they only speak one language, ones and zeros. It's totally alien to us. So, a programming language acts as our universal translator. It takes instructions that we can understand and converts them into the only thing the machine gets. Okay, so there are tons of programming languages out there. So where do we even start? Well, for our journey today, we're going to pick a real giant in the industry, Python. And believe me, there's a really good reason we're choosing this one. And this right here, this tells you everything you need to know. Just look at this. A decade ago, back in 2014, Python was, in the running, number 4. Fast forward to today, it's number 1, the undisputed champ. That kind of growth is just, wow, it's been absolutely meteoric. So what's the secret sauce? What's behind this incredible rise? Well, it really comes down to 3 key things. First, it's super easy to learn. Its code almost reads like plain English. Second, it's the most popular language in the world, which means there's a huge community to help you out. And third, and this is a big one, it's the default language for AI. Yeah, that's right, the language of the future. All right, so we've got our language, Python, but where do we, write it? For that, we're going to use an amazing tool called Google Colab. Just think of it like an instant coding playground right in your web browser. And the best part about Google Colab is how simple it is. Seriously, there's nothing to install, no complicated setup. You literally just open a website and you can start coding. It gets rid of all the annoying stuff and lets you get right to the fun part. Okay, the moment has arrived. This is a true rite of passage for every single programmer on the planet. It's time to make first contact. We're going to write the classic, the legendary first line of code, "Hello, world." And this is it. This is the magic spell, print, with a set of parentheses. This little command is our direct line to the computer. It basically says, "Hey computer, see this stuff inside the parentheses? I want you to display it on the screen." Now, this is maybe the most important rule for today, so listen up. See those quotation marks? They are absolutely essential. Those quotes tell Python, hey, everything between us is just plain text. In programming, we call that a string. If you forget them, Python has no idea what you're talking about, and it'll just give you an error. So remember, text always goes in quotes. And boom, just like that, you did it. The computer prints out "Hello World." You gave it a command, and it listened. That's it. Congratulations! You are officially a programmer. How cool is that? Okay, so making the computer say something is awesome, but it's just the beginning. The real power comes when you build programs that can think and adapt. And to do that, a program needs to be able to remember stuff. So the next big question is, how do we give our program a memory? The answer is a core concept in all of programming, and it's called a variable. That's it. Variables are basically the memory of your program. They let you store pieces of information so you can use them again later. And the absolute best way to understand variables is with this super simple idea, the labeled box analogy. Just picture it. You've got a box. That's the variable itself. You put something inside it. That's the value you want to store. And then you write a label on the box so you know what's inside. That's the variable's name. A box, an item, and a label. That's all it is. So let's look at this in actual code. Here, favorite food, that's the label on our box. The equal sign, that's us putting something into the box. And the text biryani, yep, in quotes, that's the item we're storing inside. See how it matches the analogy perfectly? Now, you wouldn't store soup in a shoebox, right? You use the right container for the right item. It's the same in programming. The stuff we put in our variable boxes can be different types. We call these data types. You might have a box for text and a completely different kind of box for numbers. The program needs to know the difference. And this brings us back to that super important rule about quotes. If your data is text, what we call a string, it always has to be in quotes. See here, name equals Ayesha. But if it's a number, like score equals 95, you never use quotes. That one little difference, quotes or no quotes, is how Python instantly knows whether it's looking at text or a number. And that's it. In just a few minutes, you've learned the absolute basics of how to speak to a computer. You've written your very first command, and you've even learned how to give your programs a memory using variables. This is your first step into a huge, exciting world. So now the only question left is, what are you going to build with this new language?